Reborn. I sold my husband to a brothel, teaching him true shame. In my past life, bandits attacked us on a temple trip. He forced me to jump off a cliff to keep my honor. I refused. We fought, and I fell, crippling my leg. Prince Huai saved me halfway, but Goyali demoted me to a concubine, citing tainted honor. He married his cousin Yu Yongshu. I only learned the truth when she poisoned me. The bandits were all arranged by Gu Yingyu, all to make room for his true love. I woke up on that same day. The sharp horse neighs rang out. Yeah, Ying Yu glanced at me, then peeked out. The guard shouted, "Bandits, protect the master and lady." Just like before, he feigned panic, reaching out. While the guards hold them, "I'll take you." I nodded. He pulled me from the carriage, and we ran into the woods. But this time, I wouldn't let him win. He dragged me through the trees to a cliff top. Below, a bottomless abyss. Seeing the bandits closing in, he panted, despair in his eyes. "Jump yourself." Last time, I was still moved by his supposed sacrifice. Hearing that, I was stunned. As a Gu family son, I might survive capture, but you'd lose your honor to the bandits. Your reputation and the Gu families will be ruined. Jumped now, and you'll be hailed as a chaste martyr. Seeing her grit her teeth, eyes full of pain, I found it utterly fake. I sneered, asking word by word, "You want me to die?" Sweat dripped from his brow. He handed me a sword. "If you can't jump, slit your throat." I grabbed it, trembling, wanting to stab him. "Die yourself." "I won't." The bandits were close. I charged at them with the sword. Maybe stunned by my move, he froze. Soon, a bandit knocked a sword from my hand. Weaponless, I ran toward a slope. It got steep. I slipped, sliding down. The bandit skidded to a halt, looked at me, then turned back to Gu Yingyu. I landed on a wide ledge, dusted myself off, and listened. "Where is he? Why didn't you chase?" Gu Yingyu yelled. A hoarse voice replied. He ran numbly. What are you doing? I told you to catch him." "Catch him!" "Damn it, let go." His curses faded. Prince Hui Chunan's men sent me home. My mother-in-law Liu showed no panic hearing her son was kidnapped. Yingyu is blessed. He'll be fine, especially with Prince Huai. He'll be back soon. I sneered inside, but feigned worry. "Mother, I heard those bandits are vicious." While my husband suffered terribly, Liu glared at me. "Stop with the bad luck talk. Worry about yourself." I looked at her, confused. "My daughter-in-law is safe. What's to worry?" Liu nodded. "You and Jingyu met bandits. Prince Huai saved you? The tongues will wag. Gossips will talk. I'm warning you now. If any rumors spread because of this and shame the Ge family, I won't forgive you. My marriage to Ge Jingyi was a deal. Guan Yu's father is a high official, but mismanaged. The Ge family looks rich, but is dead broke and deep in debt. My family, the Jans, are merchants. No power, but plenty of money. Because I'm a merchant's daughter, Liu always looked down on me, hoping I'd slip up so she could divorce me and take my dowry. Last life, when Prince Huai's men brought us back, she said the same thing. I was scared then, didn't think. I just gave her silver from my dowry to bribe the servants. But the next day, the rumor I was taken by bandits spread everywhere. The Gu family used it to demote me to concubine. Hearing the same words as last life, I turned cold. Only Prince Huai's men and the Gu family know what happened today. Prince Huai is a hero. His men won't gossip. If rumors spread here, it means someone doubts Prince Huai covered for me. If so, I'll beg Prince Huai to clear my name. Maybe she didn't expect me to use Prince Huai. Liu's face changed. What nonsense! You and the Gu family are one. Your reputation hurts us. Why would I ruin you? But servants talk. There are always gossips. Her eyes darted. A warning helps, but we need both carrot and stick. My idea is, you give some silver to soothe the servants. They'll be grateful and won't gossip. I appreciate your concern, Mother. I've only been married 3 months, but I know you've always run a strict household. I trust the servants won't shame the Gu family. Liu saw I wouldn't budge. Her eyes turned colder. When Yang Yu was carried home on the 4th day, the family and officials searched the mountains near the bandit den, but found nothing. What they didn't know was that Gu Yingju was sold to Qinglan town that same day. No wonder they couldn't find her. A servant came from the front yard. The young master is back. I was looking at account books. I jumped up from my chair. My body trembled at Siksman. I walked fast. I couldn't wait to see Gu Yingyu's miserable state. Yufeng Liu, 4th son of the Yu family, was a notorious libertine in the capital. After the emperor's favorite 4th prince died from his homosexual affairs, he ordered all male brothels in the capital closed. So Yufeng Liu went out of town every few days to Qingnan town. There was the nearest Qingya street, a paradise for male brothel lovers. In my last life, after I was demoted to concubine, my brother heard and stormed the Gu house to argue for me. The Gu family explained politely on the surface. After he left, she tricked him to Yahi Tower. Though found later, he couldn't bear the shame and killed himself. If Yushu hadn't revealed the truth before he died, I'd still be in the dark. Rude. Gu Yingyu finally tasted dignity trampled. Lady Liu saw. Her son carried Dean stiff on a board and collapsed. Damn, a sharp scream rang out. Gu Yingyu was alive, but staring blankly into space like a lost soul. You wailed over him, but he didn't move. I pretended to rush over to and punch his chest twice. Husband, what's wrong? Wake up, say something. Husband, fourth young master, what's wrong with my husband? Yufeng Liu said, arms crossed, nonchalant. How should I know? When I saw her at Yahe Tower, she was pinned to the bed. After I paid to redeem her, she was already like this. Hearing this, everyone was stunned. The silence was eerie. I held back a smile and shouted, barely containing my urge to applaud. Yahe Tower? Isn't that a male brothel? So my husband's honor is gone? I said it loud enough for all to hear. Lady Liu's face changed. She glared and snapped. Shut up! She wiped her tears and bowed it to Yufeng Liu. Fourth young master, thank you for bringing Jingyu back. My husband and I will visit to thank you properly. But this matter, I hope you can keep it. Yufeng Liu, though wild, wasn't stupid. He nodded. Of course, I am tight-lipped, but I did spend some silver to redeem him. Right. Liu quickly had someone bring silver. After sending him off, Jingyu was carried to his courtyard. Liu dismissed everyone and asked tearfully, Yuner, what happened? Don't scare your mother. While Yingyu stared at the canopy, silent no matter how Liu cried or asked, helpless. Liu ordered good care for him and went to Gu Cheng. Husband, you must get justice for our son. Some bastard dared sell our son to a male brothel. Gu Cheng had heard from servants, but his body had gone numb on one side for days. He tried to get up several times. Seeing Liu like this, he fumed. Shut up? Is this something to brag about? Liu was stunned, then burst into tears. My son was so humiliated. How can I shut up? No, I'll appeal to the emperor. I'll find that villain and have him chopped. The son of a third-rank official, and they dared sell him. Is there no law? Gu Cheng's head throbbed, but he softened his voice. You think I'm not hurt? He's my only legitimate son. If you appeal, you'll vent. But what about our son? His reputation? The Gu family's honor? Where'd guess? Out. How will he ever hold his head up? Dan's face was streaked with tears. So we just let it go. She sobbed. Our son suffered for nothing. Guan Jun sighed. Now you need to calm your air and master Yu Si. Reap them more to prevent leaks. Also, warn the servants. If this gets out, the Xie family and Yanar will be ruined. Liu's heart clenched in pain, but she knew Gu Qiong was right. Since Gu Yingyu returned, he's been like a corpse, only moving to eat. As his wife, I have to pretend I'll go check on him. He was still lifeless. I faked tears and sobbed. Husband, what's wrong? Talk to me. I'm so worried. He didn't answer. I kept talking. Master Yu said you were pinned to a bed? Is it true? Wu Yingyu trembled but stayed silent. I ignored his reaction and kept pushing. Tell me the truth. Did they do anything to you? Did they make you serve clients? I wiped fake tears. It's okay. Husband, even if you did, I won't despise you. Get out! Gu Yingyu roared, veins bulging, using all his strengths. Seeing him so desperate, I felt a thrill. This is nothing. The worst is yet to come. The news of his outburst reached Liu. She forbade me from visiting him. Fine by me. I was happy to avoid the pretense. But Yuan Shu Grill, meditating flower, visit him daily. After a month, he was willing to see people. Liu was thrilled, constantly praising Yuan Shu in front of me. While praising her, she'd glare at me. I ignored it and said, Mother is right. Now that my husband is better, Yuan Shu deserves the credit. I think we should take her in soon. To avoid gossip, Liu didn't answer. She thought for a while. Then she said slowly, I'm glad you think that. But we need Yuan Shu and yours consent. I nodded. Then I'll leave it to you, Mother. I'll do anything for my husband's happiness. The next day, Liu called Gu Yingyu and Yu Yingsu. Just as she mentioned making Yu Yingsu a concubine, Gu Yingyu said coldly, Mother, you know my bond with Yuan Shu. If I wanted her as a concubine, I'd have done it long ago. Why wait until now? Yu Yushu's eyes reddened. She looked touched. Liu glanced at her. A flicker of ruthlessness in her eyes. I know being a concubine is beneath Yunshu. But we can't find fault with Jiang yet. Once you two are together, if Yunshu gets pregnant, we can demote Jiang for being childless. If we find any mistake, we can even kill her. She's a Yingju, thought for a moment. He looked at Yu Yunshu. Her eyes flickered. She shyly lowered her head. I'll follow Auntie's decision. After it was settled, Zhang Jingyu returned to her room. The moment she heard Yu Yunshu agreed to be a concubine, he felt both anxious and hopeful. Lately, he kept dreaming of his trauma and Dancing Tower. It terrified him. After the incident, Yu Yunshu often came to talk. Her graceful figure and pretty face lifted his spirits. He desperately needed her, his beloved, to prove he was still a real man. But on the wedding night, his fear came true. Gu Yingyu was impotent. When Yinghuan told me what she heard from Yu's maid, I felt so happy. I rubbed my eyes and ran crying to Mother Liu. What's wrong? My husband. Liu glared at me. Stop crying. What happened to him? Spit it out. He can't perform. Our guild family line ends here. Shut up, Liu snapped. Who said that? Where did you hear such nonsense? I wiped my tears. Concubine Yu's maid said they tried all night but failed. Boo-hoo. What do we do? Mother, could it be because of that incident? Impossible. Liu's hand gripping her handkerchief tightened. Her own words sounded hollow. I hesitated. Liu glared at me. Just say it. Stop beating around the bush. Mother, I know a doctor who treats rare cases. Let's call him. Liu hesitated, then nodded. Fine, but don't tell Yu Er. He overthinks. It'll upset him. I agreed happily and brought the doctor the next day. After checking his pulse, the doctor brushed Gu off with a few words. Then he saw Liu with me. The young master is fine. Just the mental block affecting his body. Liu relaxed. Doctor, what should we do? The doctor stroked his white beard and shook his head. The mind needs a cure for the mind. Flying to the root of his distress and talking through it, step by step in the crisis. Fight fire with fire, he might heal himself. After seeing him out, I looked at Liu worriedly. Mother, could my husband be into men? Before I finished, Liu cut me off coldly. Nonsense! My son is a real man. Of course he is. I held her arm and said patiently, I just want him to get better quickly. We've been married so long without consummation. I thought he just didn't like me. But now with concubine Yu? Still nothing. People will talk. Liu's expression faltered. I pressed on. Maybe we should get a man to stimulate him. Like the doctor said, fight fire with fire. He might get over it himself. Liu hesitated. Yesterday was their first time. Maybe they just didn't get it right. Let's wait a few days. Seeing I pushed enough, I left, pretending to be worried. For days, Gu and Yu failed to consummate. Yu tried everything, even learning from brothers, but couldn't arouse Gu at all. I couldn't help but complain inwardly. Seeing Yu Yunshu listless every day, Liu also grew anxious. He called me to the outside. That day, the doctor mentioned fighting poison with poison. Do you have anyone in mind? And Liu's question meant she agreed. So I quickly said, my husband is not like those playboys outside. We can't just pick anyone. It must be someone we know well and trust. Liu nodded. She started thinking someone close to him in the house. Besides Wang Er, there's Gu Jing. Those two I cut in. Wang Er's too old and not good looking. Wu Jun is about the same age and handsome mother. Let's pick Gu Jing. Gu Jing always coveted my maid Yin Huan. In my past life, after I was crippled and demoted, the staff bullied the weak. Yin Huan, to get me coal in winter, was raped by that beast Ji Jin in the coal shed and then hanged herself. This life, I'll settle that debt for Yin Huan. With Liu's approval, I quickly called it Gu Jing. Gu Jing, how long have you served my husband? Da Jin bowed respectfully. Madam, 6 years now. Good. Come closer. I leaned back lazily on the beauty rest. Gu Jing's narrow eyes flickered. He lowered his head, a strange smile on his lips, and came to me. I took off a hollow gold bracelet and slipped it into his hand. Surprise crossed his face as I said, Gu Jin, you've taken good care of my husband all these years. Madam and I are pleased. From today, I'll promote you to his male concubine. Hope you'll serve him even better. Understand? Gu Jin's face flushed with shame. Madam, what do you mean? Why humiliate me? I snorted. Gu Jin, how dare you? Promoting you is an honor. You think I am humiliating you? Gu Jin stiffened. I refuse to be a male concubine. A toy for pleasure. If you won't withdraw the order, I'll have to ask the old madam. I smirked. I waved the deed in my hand. This was her idea. She gave me your family's deed. Any objections? Ganjian stuttered back. Pale. Since you have nothing to say, go pack up. I don't care how, but consummate with my husband in 3 days. Or I'll send you to the South Wind Pavilion for a taste of real toy life. The sweat dripped down Gu Jin's face. He glared at me and left. That afternoon, Gui Yangyu stormed into my room. He swept everything off the table. What do you mean? Making Gu Jin my male concubine? Who are you humiliating? I put down my book calmly and said softly, is that all? Just a male concubine. If you don't want him, just ignore him. Why get so angry? Concubine Yun cries to mother every day, saying you can't bear to leave her lonely. Mother and I did this to shut her up. That male concubine won't hurt your bond with her, but will make her feel threatened. Why not serve my husband better? Gu Yingyu heard it was Liu's idea. His face darkened. He left without a word. Seeing him angry and pathetic, I just wanted to laugh. Gu Yingyu is weak but arrogant. The brothel incident crushed his pride. Forcing a man on him now felt like a huge insult. Sure enough, soon after, Liu fainted and called the doctor. Gu Yingyu raged in Yu Yunshu's room. He smashed things. I just smiled. This was nothing. The best is yet to come. I don't know what Gu Jing did, but Gu Yingyu, despite his rage, didn't kick her out. Yeah, Jing wisely dropped the concubine topic. She just took better care of Gu Yingyu. After being scolded for no reason, Yu Yunshu was angry and hurt. But after 2 days of silence from Gu Yingyu, he grew worried. He knew Gu Jing was promoted to concubine. He didn't care. Though he hadn't slept with Gu Jingyun for days, he firmly believed he couldn't like men. But thinking of his wife made him uneasy. That night, Yu Yunshu made soup and went to Gu Yingyu's courtyard. At the door, he heard obscene sounds. His heart felt stabbed by a knife. He almost fell. His maid blushed. Yu Yunshu's eyes reddened. Humiliated, he turned to leave, but realized the sounds were from 2 men. He thought of Gu Jing. Betrayal rage hit him. He kicked the door open. The sound stopped. The scene made Yu Yunshu scream. He could tolerate Gu Yingyu with women, but not with another man. The scream drew others, who go entered, sensing trouble. She didn't believe her son would. She agreed to Gu Jin as a concubine to stimulate him per the doctor's advice, and to test him to ease her own doubts. Gu Yingyu and Gu Jin dressed. Liu saw his satisfied look. Her last hope vanished. Despair crushed her. She collapsed into a chair. Pointing at them, she trembled. You two, you are... She couldn't say worse. Gu Yingyu moved past his initial shame. He felt reckless now. Isn't this what you wanted, mother? Why are you unhappy now? When I arrived, Li was crying, seeing me. She wiped her tears and cursed. This is your doing. What now? I sneered inside, but acted hurt. Why blame me, mother? You allowed it. I allowed it, but not this. She hissed and looked confused, then feigned reluctance. Mother says Anyan is always hinting in front of you. It's improper to say my husband can't. But now he's been with concubine Kujin. It shows he's normal, so you should be happy. Liu was left speechless by my retort. Squats down just sideways in his chair, legs crossed. From today on, Gu Jing lives in my courtyard. Anyone who objects is against me. I covered my mouth with a handkerchief, suppressing a smile, and said sadly, as long as you are happy, I am fine with anything. La shot me a disappointed look. Useless. After Gu Yingyu and Gu Jin's union, they spent every day together. Liu was furious but helpless, covering for him with Gu Cheng and warning the servants again. Yu Yunshu, from total rejection, gradually resigned himself. Under Liu's guidance, he lured Gu Yingyu to his courtyard and jugged the food and wine. He finally succeeded in sleeping with Gu Yingyu. His love for Gu Yingyu had faded with Gu Jingless interference. Now he just hoped to get pregnant. So Liu and Gu Yingyu would promote him to wife. Seeing his son slowly recover and return to his cheerful self, Liu felt mixed emotions. Zhu Chen was a third-rank official. If this got out, how could the Gu family hold their heads up in the capital? And then it happened. The day after Yu Yunshu's pregnancy was confirmed, news that Gu Yingyu was once sold to a male brothel and now kept a male concubine spread everywhere. When Liu heard, she fainted from rage, clutching her chest and collapsing. Several noble youths who knew Gu Yingyu came to visit him, ostensibly to check on him, but secretly to learn the truth. When he heard the rumor was everywhere, Yin Yu felt deep despair. He coldly kicked out the former friends who came to pry, but couldn't stop the rumor from spreading. When Zhu Cheng heard from a servant, he was so furious his face twisted, and half his body went numb. Somehow, the news reached the emperor's ears. He immediately suspended Gu Chen from his post as Minister of Rights. In just a few days, the Gu family faced such upheaval. The whole household was gloomy, and Liu was frantic, with blisters in her mouth and half her hair turned white. For though Liu controlled the finances, she'd always come to me for money when short. Back then, I just wanted a good life with Gu Yingyu, so I often helped out. But since the bandit incident, I stopped being so foolish. Now that Gu Cheng was suspended and Liu was back with money, the savings she'd scraped together quickly ran out. She came to me with a long face, dismissed her attendants, and slowly explained her purpose. She wanted me to give more money to support the family. Myeoner, I know you always think of Yuer. Now that this has happened to the family, we'll need to spend some money to smooth things over. The whole household Hundreds of people need to eat. Why not take out some silver first? Get us through this, and I'll pay you back later. Seeing him grovel, I felt nothing. This won't work. Mother, the Go family is in hot water. If you touch my dowry today, word will get out tomorrow and we'll lose all face. Left. Liu's face darkened. If we don't tell, who will? I shrugged. You won't, but I can't keep my mouth shut. So find another way. At this point, I didn't want to play games, so I said it bluntly, hoping to piss her off with my husband's reputation. I am embarrassed to go out, and you want my dowry? Have you no shame? Liu's face went pale, her chest heaving. She pointed at me, shaking. You, oops. I let my thoughts slip. Mother, please don't be mad. Here, let me help you sit down. Have some tea. I shoved it down her throat, and she choked. You witch, she gasped, then grabbed her throat. Face red, she fell, eyes rolling back. Dead, choked to death from a throat spasm. I blamed it all on Gu Yingyu. Since the scandal, she was depressed and came to talk. I tried to calm her, but she was still fuming. Then she choked herself to death from anger. The doctor said it was from stress and exhaustion causing a throat spasm. Gu Yingyu only felt guilty for a bit, then went back and beat Gu Jing badly. That afternoon, Gu Jing limped to my yard, announced he, Madam, I can't take it. Please let me go. Please, I beg you. He kowtowed until blood dripped. Then I had him helped up. You can go, but do one thing for me. He took what I gave him. That night, Gu Yongyu died suddenly while torturing Gu Jing. Gu Jing was carried in, saw his son naked and dead, and fainted. The doctor, just packing up, revived him. With acupressure, he slowly came to. Docked, my son. What happened? Guo Chen sobbed, barely getting the words out. Overexcitement led to sudden death. I did my best. My condolences. The doctor shook his head and left. I forced a few tears. First the parents, now my husband. What will I do? Guo Chen's eyes bulged, pointing at Gu Jin kneeling. I said, drag him out and beat him to death. I went toward the door. Immediately, several strong servants came forward. Gu Jing, terrified, shook like a sieve and shouted at me, Madam, spare me, please. Before he could finish, a servant stuffed the underwear Gu Yingyu dropped into his mouth. He was dragged out, sobbing. The screams lasted an hour before fading. Finally, silence. Gu Yingyu and Liu's funeral was decent. I paid for fine coffins and buried them, but that night, I had them dug up and thrown into a mass grave. Yinshu, pregnant, stayed quiet. Their deaths didn't faze her. She only cared about her unborn child, that the one who poisoned me in my past life didn't deserve peace. So this time, I fed her and the board of Fusen myself. Clutching her belly, she saw the blood flooding the bed, eyes red, and screamed, Jian, Ruomian, how dare you? This is the Gu family's only heir. I laughed, head held high. Why not? You dead. Sending you and this bastard to join her is only right. Weren't you inseparable? I'll tell my uncle. I'll have him kill you. She struggled up in pain, but at the door, a servant kicked her back in. Jiang Ruomian, you rebelled? If uncle finds out, he won't spare you. Yunshu glared red-eyed. So what if he knows? He can't even save himself now. He won't bother with you. I signaled an old maid, who dragged Yunshu to the bed and pressed a cushion over her face. After a while, Yunshu stopped struggling. I had her wrapped in a straw mat and thrown into the mass grave. 3 of them all together, that's fitting. In my past life, after I was crippled and demoted to a concubine, Gaiqiu once helped me when servants bullied me, so I spared him, but he couldn't handle it. He lasted only months before joining his family. Thus, the Gu family vanished from the capital. I returned to my family home with Yingxing and Yin Huang.